Well, it's been a long and twisted road. 20 hours, 23 episodes, 3 years. What's the takeaway? I just want to fucking see Titans. The Titans be Titans and go do Titan things. Just be a team.
Fuck you, you pretentious asshole. Hey, look at me. I'm not scared of you.
Titans is a difficult show. The Teen Titans, Dick Grayson, this is pure candy for me. Live action Robin, live action Nightwing. It's not confined to an alternate Arrowverse or cinematic universe. It's just its own thing. Well, it's definitely its own thing.
Fucking thirsty.
I just watched the season 2 finale. I want to give big general thoughts and then we're gonna dive in deeper. Things I like. Okay, I don't really like aspects about the show. I like moments about the show. Out of nowhere, there will be a very impactful moment, or there will be a quiet, character-driven, dramatic conversation.
I didn't mean to drag you guys back in it.
Part of me's glad to be back here.
I think when Titans is doing that, it's at its best. I wish I could walk away, but I can't. Just like Arrow, I'm fucking back for the finale. I like having a schedule, something to look forward to. On Friday, I get an episode of Titans, and then Saturday, I can forget it. Whoa, 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 whoa. And those are the things I liked. The things I disliked. Just the look of the show. It's dark, there's no color in it, and it's depressing. Look at this shit. Just look at these. The blues are popping, the greens. You open it on something as chaotic as this, you instantly know who you're looking at. When you have a cast that's this big, characters are important. And being able to distinctly recognize a character, instrumental. And that brings me to my next point. Titans doesn't have a story it's trying to tell. It has 20 different pilots that are all playing at the same time. So, I personally feel the best way to judge Titans as a series is by going through each of the characters and rating them out of 10. Now, these ratings aren't going to be not just how close they are to the comic book. These ratings are going to be taking into consideration an amalgamation of factors. So we're going to start lower on the list, and then I'm going to work my way up. A big part of season 2 was thrusted by Jericho. This dark figure in Dick Grayson's past, something went wrong. We're coming into the series from the start at a point where the Teen Titans had already happened, fucked up, disbanded, and now they're back together. The actual character Jericho only plays a part in 3 episodes, just by the virtue of him being mute. He's easy to sympathize with. He's mostly just a driving force for the team. So Jericho is just a plot device. As a plot device, is it compelling for what we see of him and his purpose? I'm going to give Jericho a 6 out of 10. So Trigon was kind of the big bad of the very abrupt season 1, and he was supposed to be a bigger part in the season 1 finale. And then they shit the bed, and that didn't happen. The season 2 opener, we got Trigon in all his glory. Before we watch this clip, I just want you to conjure up just the mighty grandeur of Trigon, this interdimensional demon.
Where is it? Are you okay? Where is it, bitch? Relax. Where is it?
It's mother Trigon. Trigon and Darkseid are on the same level of threat in the DC universe. Teen Titans, the animated series, builds up to this darkness. That when it happens, the grandeur of size makes the Titans using every single trick, everything they can possibly think of, just to have a hope for humanity. Titans interprets that as...
You know what they say. Genetics is destiny.
So that's gonna be a 1 out of 10 for me. In the first season, we didn't really get Bruce. Didn't cast an actor, and they had a bat suit. Dick Grayson breaks his neck, but you don't get to see his face, and they're kind of hiding it, and they're skirting around it, and they're like, hee, it's not really Batman. So just having a physical actor, even if he never dons the bat suit, is a huge improvement. Dick Grayson's central conflict is Bruce Wayne, this maniac who took in an orphan and made him a weapon. How does Ian Glenn, from Game of Thrones fame, how does Ian Glenn portray Bruce Wayne? Once you get past the accent, because...
I'd be curious to know what you think those things are.
We all know the common duality between Batman and the Playboy. We typically don't see this mentor-father figure, Bruce Wayne. There's this incredible episode of The New Adventures of Batman and Robin when Dick Grayson is telling Tim Drake the story of why he became Nightwing.
I'd love to know what happened between you two.
Maybe you should ask him.
I did. And you'll never guess what he said. Things change.
Ian Glenn plays the duality between Robin's vision of who Bruce Wayne is and who Bruce Wayne actually is. Unfortunately, we don't see much of Bruce outside of that. Even the one thing that physical Bruce Wayne does, sending subliminal messaging to all the female members of the Titans to get them to go to one diner, turns out to not even have been Bruce Wayne.
What the fuck is going on? I don't know.
Ian Glenn playing this exaggerated version of Bruce Wayne that Dick Grayson sees. That's a 8 out of 10. Good stuff. Bruce Wayne outside of that is a little more bland, so I would give that like a 7 out of 10. Just put them together and say 7 out of 10. Teased in the after credits of season 1, it took several episodes to fulfill that promise. If you're gonna tease something in the finale of a season, then that element should probably be the driving force for the next season. I do like how the series highlights each individual character. The series shines when it sticks to one character, but then the next episode, we have to focus on a other thing. Connor Kent in his solo episode, really good. This very naive version of him that's excited to see the world, excited to experience things and connect to people, but he's also grappling with how he was created, being part Superman, part Lex Luthor, and how that plays with his psyche. You can see the strength and the anger behind his eyes, but you can also see the innocence and the pain in it.
Are you okay?
So I'm gonna say Connor Kent actually fares pretty well. 7 out of 10. I'll add a point because they included crypto. And he caught a fucking rocket in midair and threw it at a guy, so 8 out of 10. I don't even remember half these people. Dr. Adam's son, Angela Azarath, Slade Wilson's daughter, Jericho's sister, a very interesting character that I'm glad was thrown into the mix, but I think the pacing of her story was handled terribly. She's introduced in, I want to say like the second or the third episode, but we literally don't find out what she wants till like the 10th. This girl is on the run from Slade Wilson. Dick Grayson feels the need to just save her. And then she sits in the Titans Tower until Jason Todd convinces her to leave.
My brother's dead because of you.
Her stuff with Jason Todd, oh fuck, I'll get to Jason. She should have got a lot more attention right up front. The stuff they did eventually give to her was interesting. I liked her look. I thought her hair was cool. I like the eye patch. Being Slade's daughter and being a plant in the Teen Titans, but ultimately siding with the Titans and then taking revenge out on her father for killing Jericho. All the elements are good. I just think they're done in the worst way possible.
Fucking thirsty.
I feel like the show didn't care about her and didn't give her attention until it was far too late. I'm gonna give her a 4 out of 10. Shit. This is the worst placement. I have Deathstroke on my fucking calf. That's how much the character means to me. And Deathstroke has been done wonderfully in live action. Season 2 of Arrow brought depth to the character, where when Slade was on screen, tension just crawled throughout your blood. Now, did Titans do better or worse than that?
always the hero.
Slade Wilson to me is someone that's so determined he will emotionally distance and isolate every single person just to finish a job. There should be a certain amount of fear. You don't know if the main characters are going to get out alive. They played with that a little bit. I don't think the stunt team shooting the fight scenes and the camera work brought that sort of fear, that horror from him. And it also doesn't help that the suit looked very rubbery. Looked like he was wearing textured Under Armour. Fucking loved if he wore something that colorful, that bright. He doesn't hide. He's big and loud. He knows no one can defeat him, and that sort of cockiness is his undoing. Did they portray all that complexity in Titans? Not really. They took him out like a fucking bitch in the finale, and they dropped the ball 6 out of 10. Titans is a show full of a lot of cringe. There's a lot of questionable dialogue, and none of them are more questionable than Rose and Jason Todd.
Titans are back, bitches! Houston, we have contact! You stay away from me, you fucking freak. I don't like being left out of whatever plans you relics are cooking up out there, alright? You need to have that shit looked at. Like a fucking priest. Let's split up.
Don't let go.
How'd it look from your angle?
Scary.
Fuck you listening to?
What?
You made it out alive from my dad. I thought you'd be
What?
tougher.
What?
You got any music with an actual beat?
What?
The attempt to capture teenage love is just... Woo! Jason Todd is an unlikable character. By design. He was so unlikable in the comic, the readers unanimously chose him to die. Therefore, you get the whole Red Hood, death in the family. They kind of hinted at it with him being captured by Deathstroke, and there's something in your mind just from knowing the comic lore. Is this it? I love Jason Todd's struggle. He's not a hero. He's a horribly troubled person that gets to be Robin because he tried carjacking Bruce Wayne. And Bruce Wayne said, hey,
this kid got tenacity. Let's put him in the cape.
that stuff's good. That's the meatball in the spaghetti. And then he just disappears for the finale. This one's tough because it's like that rooftop talk with Grayson is so fucking good. 6 out of 10 for Jason Todd. I'm conflicted on that one. I'm not conflicted on my feelings on Donna. Her big arc, her big direction is, I want to go home. Oh wait, I don't want to go home. She hangs out with Corey and her for a little bit, and then she dies. The fight is over. She fought Superboy with her bare fists, and the thing that kills her is holding up a tower with a little bit of electricity in it. Why couldn't she have sacrificed herself with the fight with Slade Wilson?
Take care of her. I'll take care of him. This is my fight.
Dick?
No, I got it. You girls stay in the car. I know one of you is indestructible, but this is my fight, and well, I got a new suit on, so I think I got this covered.
She never developed a personality. Bad. 3 out of 10. Let's do Dove and Hawk together. My 2 least favorite. Their costumes are bad. Why are you so afraid to show color? But one sticking point is Hawk and Dove and their stupid fucking outfits. Why? They're not really compelling characters. Dove was married to Grayson, but then Hank and her are like best friends. They're both addicts and they live in a cabin, and then they split up and then they come back together. Hank does fighting matches while he does cocaine. I don't know what she does. Like her hair. Ladies, white hair, it looks good. So I got a thing for Liv Moore.
How you doing?
Nothing a bottle of doers can't fix.
This is my destruction!
I don't like them at all. Collective 3 out of 10. Beast Boy doesn't need to look photorealistic. The animals he turns into shouldn't look real. They're green. If I'm doing this show, His animals don't have to look good. They can look like smooth green blob. The important thing isn't the animal that he turns into, it's the power and the fluidity in which he can do it. He can go from a really quick, small thing into a really big thing. They made one tiger model, and god damn it, they're gonna use that fucking tiger whenever they can. He's kind of zany. He has green in his hair. I can't really tell you much beyond that. He's a friend to Raven. He took on too much responsibility with Superboy. Then he got captured and ate some motherfuckers. I really hope in season 3 they explore the fallout of being captive and kind of the aftermath, the PTSD that comes with that. They probably won't. And you can still be dark and angsty and broody and have fun. There's no law saying you can't do that. I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10. He's just middle of the road. We're down to our final 3. Can you feel it? Season 1, we meet her. She has amnesia. She has powers, but she doesn't know why. She slowly gains knowledge of who she is and control of who she is. She tries finding a path for herself, separating herself from Dick and the team. Her family gets brought back into it, and she's tasked with going home. She says, no, I'm gonna choose my own path. So she goes back to the Titans, and she loses her powers. Oh, and Blackfire's the tease for season 3. I just want Starfire. Alita. A character has amnesia after falling from her planet, elite, warrior, queen, princess, and now she's back on Earth and she doesn't know who she is. It's about building up and finding your purpose. Alita Battle Angel is the perfect Starfire origin story. The amount of just beauty Alita finds in the world. I want to see Starfire smile and enjoy herself, but she will kick your ass if you threaten her or her friends. When the team has lost all hope, she's the one with positivity. I also miss her alienisms, discovering customs while also infusing and teaching the others about her. And then we learn in diversity. I love her hair, love her outfits. She's not there though. I'm gonna give Starfire a 6 out of 10, and I want to see her do more in season 3. Brings us to Raven, Rachel, if you will. She's given all the powers of cosmic hell. Those powers plague her with dark dreams, and she has visions, and goo comes out of her body. She does what anyone would do. She runs off to a soup kitchen where she befriends another outcast and kills her boyfriend with a gargoyle. That's what I wanted from my teenage Raven. She's a strong, independent person with a dark past, just trying to find control of their lives. But there's external forces and external causes that's complicating that, and they're just too young to really understand or grasp that. There's no sense of Raven in her, and this entire culture that is built into her with dark magic and dark arts. Azarath, Metreon, Zinthis. It's been 2 seasons. She needs to say it at some point. I feel like the show keeps putting her forward.
I'm not a magic 8-ball. Ever since my father gave me this, my powers have been somewhat different.
The writers had to keep figuring out ways to take her out of the fight because she is so overpowered. But she has no control, and there's no development in that control. She just keeps saying like, oh, there's this darkness in me. I need to find control. How does she leave season 2?
I should go. With Donna. If anybody can help her, it's me.
You want to go, I'm not going to stop you.
She's going to Themyscira? How are you going to bring her back to life? She's not on ice. Maybe the Amazonians have a different practice for how they take care of bodies, but she's still in a coffin. Dick just lets her go. You know she's dangerous. You know she's supposed to be Galactic Satan. You're just gonna let her go? To be honest, I do trust an entire island full of women to take care of her more than Dick and the other Titans who are drug addicts and murderers. Oh, f***ing Raven. 4 out of 10. Would not be mad if she just doesn't come back. We end with that shot of the lineup on the tarmac, and there's 7 people there, and you know what? 7 is the line for me. We're here to the main boy. There he is. Dick, my little boy. For better or worse, he's the focus of the show. He's a leader of the Titans. By all means, he should be the focus. So he goes through the most struggle, and he goes through the most growth, and he gets the most screen time. His individual interactions with the characters are the best in the show. I think he has the best moments. The actor is very quiet and composed, and I think there's an honesty to him that plays really well. And that's kind of the main reason to keep watching. He's gone through so much since the initial fuck Batman. Good. The Nightwing suit looks pretty good. It's a little bulky. I would have preferred if it was actually fabric. It'll never happen. But I want to see a movie in tights. I want vulnerability. If he snags a nail wrong, he's gonna cut up his arm. How the fuck is he gonna dodge bullets? I think that was the smartest decision. Season 1 of Daredevil put Matt in a shirt and cargo pants. Dick Grayson is the heart and soul of the show. He fares the best. His Nightwing arc was the only arc that was given enough time to develop. I do not know why, though, he's so intent on keeping this team together.
I get why everyone else is leaving. Logically, that means you don't have to.
I fucked up, Gar.
Yeah, that's part of his arc, growing to accept and share with his family. But at the same time, it's also a little hard to believe that this guy feels like he has a family. Because of all of his good moments, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Overall, I feel like the show is very messy. They're missing a lot of components to make it compelling. My advice for season 3, take the fucking blue filter off the cameras. Second piece of advice, let them be a team. Let them eat pizza. You want to see on a show called The Titans, the fucking Titans be a team. They have not all fought succinctly yet. Point 3, focus on a storyline. One arc that includes everyone in the team, have the entire team go through the arc together. There can be little side stories, there can be B plots. If Blackfire is the main antagonist for season 3, then I want to see the entire team sticking together to fight Blackfire. Lose together, stop sidelining characters, but it should all be building towards this one thing. All I ask. Wow, I feel like I talked a whole lot. Thank you for listening. If you liked this video, please tell me. These have been my thoughts on the show Titans. Stay posy out there.